Hey guys, welcome back to the Sal Pitera channel, and we have a lot of ground to cover today. We're going to talk about Carnival Cruise Lines and what they're doing to keep you safe on board, as well as their new cancellation policy and up-to-date information if you decide that your upcoming cruise is just not the right time for you. We're going to talk about all that when we come back, but before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the little bell notification, that way YouTube will let you know every time we upload a brand new video. I'll be back to talk about all that and more right after this. Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for staying through the intro. Before we talk about the things we need to talk about today, we are giving away a free Carnival cruise when we reach 100,000 subscribers. There's information down in the details below. Make sure you read those through. Also, in order to win that cruise, you had to have shared at least one of my videos. This would be a great video to share as it probably affects a lot of people you know. Now, no matter where you live, by now, everyone's heard of the nasty virus going around. Carnival Cruise Lines has completely revamped their refund policies for those that have an immediate upcoming cruise. But should you take advantage of this offer? In this video, we'll be talking about Carnival Cruise Lines, what they're doing to make your voyage safe, and also your opinions on whether or not you do or don't want to cancel your cruise and how you would do that and how you would be affected. So let's talk about arriving at the port and things that will actually make you safe. As you arrive to your cruise, you'll see enhanced screening taking place at the port. Even the Carnival bus, if you bought transfers from the airport, is cleaned and disinfected after each passenger load. Since then, there's also enhanced security at the pier. So I would arrive about 30 minutes before your normal check-in time. At check-in, be aware that you'll be required to undergo a simple health screening before you board the ship. This includes answering a questionnaire, having a body temperature check, and possibly a secondary medical evaluation. If you've been traveling through China, Hong Kong, Macau, South Korea, Italy, Iran, Japan, or Singapore in the last 20 days, or you've been in contact with any person diagnosed or tested with the coronavirus in the last 20 days, you won't be able to board the ship. If you believe this applies to you, call Carnival at 1-800-CARNIVAL. Now, let's talk about what Carnival is going to do to prevent the spread of this nastiness. In addition to Carnival's normal, rigorous daily cleaning regimen and standards, they've established additional sanitation and disinfecting cleaning measures, such as more frequently sanitizing of tables, chairs, menus, and other services in the restaurant and bars before use, more frequent open deck sanitation and sun loungers, outdoor furniture, mini golf sports equipment, handrails, etc. Additional sanitizing of frequently hand-touch surfaces in all public areas and lounges of restaurants, lobbies, elevators, handrails, public phones, counters, public displays, medical centers, gangway, casino chips, games, slot machines, fit machines, children's toys. You get the picture. It's all going to be sanitized, much more. Rather than walking up, whenever possible, staff is serving guests at food stations including Lido Buffet and ice cream machines. Where not possible due to layout restrictions and other locations such as condiments and salsa bars, dedicated personnel are posted to monitor these stations and serve to ensure they are cleaned, sanitized in a timely manner. In any self-service area that remains served, utensils are placed on a more frequent basis. Stateroom surfaces and fixture are thoroughly cleaned up to twice a day, with particular attention to bathrooms and surfaces frequently touched. All guest corridors, including handrails and staterooms, door handles, are frequently sanitized throughout the day. During instances that guests display flu-like symptoms, the stateroom will receive additional deep cleaning throughout the day. Hand-washing sinks or hand sanitizing applications are available at the entrance to all dining rooms and the Lido Buffet. A roster of guest communications detailing proper hand-washing techniques are visible throughout the ship and reiterated by staff and officers on board. Additional hand sanitizers and dispensers have been placed in highly trafficked locations where they may not have been hand-washing sinks available. The temp washers and dryers have been increased for enhanced disinfection of laundered goods, including bedding, tablecloth, towels, napkin, etc. At night, a deep cleaning and disinfection process is conducted utilizing electrostatic applications through specialized machines in highly trafficked public areas, including all restaurants and the fitness center, spa, Lido deck areas, promenade, casino, medical center, public restrooms, lounges, bars, lobbies, elevators, atrium, youth activity centers, arcade, and all public areas, etc., etc. Really a vigorous cleaning. Onboard medical centers are staffed to handle a wide variety of staff and crew situation. Any guest or crew member who exhibits symptoms of influenza or upper respiratory infections with fever is strongly encouraged to visit the medical center for a complimentary medical consultation. Here are some additional tips for healthy cruising according to the CDC guidelines. Wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water throughout the day, especially after using restrooms, before eating, after blowing your nose, coughing, or sneezing. Utilize the hand sanitizing stations located throughout the ship. Also, wash your hands after touching frequently handled areas by others like casino chips, handrails, and do the same when on shore excursions. Keep your hands away from your face. Cough or sneeze into your elbow. Avoid shaking hands. Okay, so here's my opinion. As you know, Debbie and I cruise often. We have a few coming up in the next few weeks and months, and after talking to my contacts at Carnival and weighing our option with what you hear on the news, we're 100% okay with still going on our cruise. It seems to me that you're just as likely to get the virus in your local grocery store as you are on a cruise ship. In fact, in my opinion, now that there's enhanced screening, maybe even less likely to get it on a cruise ship. If we were older than 70 years old or had underlying respiratory health issues, I would totally feel different. In fact, if you or anyone traveling with you is over 70 or have underlying medical conditions, the State Department and Carnival Cruise Lines, and even myself, strongly advise you not to go. But really, this is a personal decision that you have to make. You need to decide what's best for you and your family. So call Carnival if you have any questions. Check the CDC's website regularly. That way you can make a decision for your family. Okay, so that needs a question answered. You're already booked, and how do you get your money back if you decide you don't want to go? And is there a no refund period? Carnival and most other lines are now offering a plan if you choose to postpone your upcoming cruise, and this is Carnival's policy. But first, you should decide if you're going to keep your cruise as it is. If you do, as Carnival's way of saying thank you, they will give you an onboard credit. The credit will be $100 for a 3 or 4 day cruise, $150 for a 5-day cruise, or $200 for a 6-day cruise or longer. Note that these credits are per cabin, not per person. The credit can be used anywhere on board except in the casino as cash. Now let's talk about your options should you wish to cancel or postpone your cruise. 1. If you are within your refund period, you can get a 100% refund paid back to the form of payment that you paid with. 2. For guests who booked prior to March 6, should you decide to change your vacation plans, Carnival will allow you to move the booking to a future date using a future cruise credit in the amount of the non-refundable cancellation fee. Anything that is refundable, you'll get back. 3. For guests that booked on sailings departing between March 9th and March 31st, you can move your booking to a future cruise up to 3 days prior to your sailing. 4. Guests booked on sailings between April 1st and May 31st can move their booking to a future date by March 31st, 2020. Keep in mind that only the non-refundable part of what you paid will go toward your future cruise. In most cases, the refundable port charges and taxes will still be refunded to your credit card that you booked on your vacation. If you paid by gift card, the credit breakdown will be supplied to you by Carnival if you take advantage of this offer. Lastly, and this is very important, should you use this cancel and postpone feature, you have to cancel using the deadline I just told you, and the new cruise must be booked on a sailing before March 31st, 2021. Just in case I misspoke or you don't fully understand what I went over, I put a copy of Carnival's cancellation letter in the description below, or you can call Carnival at 1-800-CARNIVAL. And that's it, guys. All in all, my opinion is not to panic. If you love cruising, and I'm assuming you do or you wouldn't be watching this video, take what you see in the news in stride, practice safety precautions that I mentioned, and I think you'll still have an amazing time. I'm Sal Pitera. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you up on the Lido deck.